All right, folks, it's 4 o'clock on the dot. Thank you for joining us here for your afternoon and final update of the day. We may be back here later on tonight. Our chief meteorologist, Zach Holder, has been busy updating. I think you've been seeing him the last couple of nights pop up here, giving you regarding the update of this impending winter storm. That has just been such a fluid forecast of all sorts of precipitation still to come with it. Anything from rain, sleet, snow, ice, freezing rain itself. Of course, the cold air, just will not go anywhere post this storm. So get ready for what we can be anticipating for a cold stretch ahead of us here. It's been a while since I think this area has seen some very, very, very frigid air that we've seen in quite some time. Of course, a lot of you probably remember last year we had it maybe for a couple of days, and then Christmas, I think it was 2022, I think it was. Right before that, we had a system that came through. Of course, this is before I even got here. I was still in Virginia at the time and still saw those bitter, bitter cold temperatures. It's definitely a stretch of some weather that a lot of us need to get ready for, including your heat, your utility bills, and your automotives as well. You got to keep them in check with everything that goes on with it as well. Let's get you now, obviously, to what we can expect here as we go towards the rest of today. Again, the winter storm alerts continue to go into effect here. We have winter storm watches now in effect for all of eastern North Carolina here, but this is the first alert weather days. There's 3 of them, really. One for the weekend, and then again coming up on the following Monday, we're watching again for the potential for maybe a little more of some much colder air to be set up with that too. That's why we've got Monday night. If you watch our newscast this past few days, we put it up this morning actually there for Monday night due to the bitter cold. That is, of course, we did have to change that snow icon. I don't want you to think this is not a full-on snowstorm. This is not what we're going to be in for from what we saw last year about this time. If you recall, we had all snow about this time last year, but the difference with that then, we weren't as cold as we are now. That was the difference. We were warmer than we were beforehand, and then we finally got cold when the snow came. We were cold for a day or two, then we started seeing melting take place. Anything that does stick and fall around this go around probably is going to be holding on for a little bit longer, especially along those secondary roads. So I know a lot of you are trying to, I've already got messages regarding school decisions on that as well. I want to bring this up real quick. I don't make decisions on school closings or delays. That is your divisional superintendent school with that. So always get that question. Do we make the call for school closings? No, we don't. We just emphasize what we've been told. And of course, obviously you can catch that on the bottom of your ticker on your screen when those announcements do come up, but also on our website at WITN.com. There's always that closings and delay tab you can click on for that as well. All right, let's move on now. What we can expect here, again, the concern for watching for winter weather still on the table here as we go towards Saturday night, Sunday, and even Sunday night rather than Monday morning. Kind of 3 different waves of moisture coming in with all this. But winter storm watches won't surprise if they start getting issued to warnings at some point. Again, ice storm warnings out west. I don't think we're going to be seeing any ice storm warnings here. Winter storm warnings likely, possibly. We'll see how the Weather Service plays that out as we go ahead and get a time. But of course, it is so warm outside right now. 60s and almost near 70 for some of you. So definitely a different story to tell tomorrow. Subtract about maybe 10, maybe 12, 13 degrees cooler from that. That's where we're going to be dealing with those much cooler weather. Rain is some spotty showers here, but it's not really creating much of anything. It's falling very lightly out there. This is all the moisture that's going to move in tonight in the morning hours of Friday. So again, make sure to have a rain jacket in the morning as we get ready to see a few raindrops fall out there tomorrow for some of you. And then the switch comes as we go towards later in the day, but most of the rain we see tomorrow is fairly light. It's getting overcast out there in Belhaven right now. Really not much to speak about. Same story in Washington. Of course, that's just a few miles down the road, really, from where that is. So overall, though, as we go towards tonight, looking good. A few stray raindrops here and there. Not a washout. We'll go quiet tonight. And by tomorrow morning, again, you see the clouds and the rain shower start to move. We're a lot colder than we are today, cooler rather. Seasonable temperatures to be in the mid-50s. We are not going to be nowhere near that anytime soon, unfortunately. So that cold air continues to be holding at play for quite some time. Spotty showers along the coast tomorrow night. And then we head to Saturday morning. We're quiet. We are very cold. Anything that will most likely fall will immediately start to stick here. And that's where we're running into the problems with all this situation here. So even Sunday morning, though we're not seeing a lot of the precipitation come through, most of that is going to start falling quickly. So we did update this just a little bit here to give you an update on what we can expect here. We may have to start adjusting, obviously, days. Once Friday's after with, we'll move this up and then kind of get closer to the weekend itself. Overall, again, rain lightly falling tomorrow, not an issue. Drops obviously may near freezing, but mostly dry Friday night. So anything that will fall Friday night most likely will start to linger and stick around. Dry most of the first half of the day. Late in the afternoon, showed you there the model runs probably are going to change one more time when we get closer to this with that as well. Ryan asking how bad is Oriental. I'll get to questions in just a second there, but be prepared for seeing a little bit of mix of everything here. I'll get to you now, I guess. We'll get ready to see a little bit of mix of everything. Oriental again down towards Pamlico County, outside of that Beaufort County line there. Again, most likely going to be seeing rain and possibly some rain tomorrow night. Not an issue. We'll go quiet most of Saturday morning as we go towards late in the day Saturday and Sunday morning. That's really when the watching of this system will be a factor with the road conditions, things like that. So Sunday morning, obviously church and things like that probably are not going to be happening there because we're going to be so cold with everything. So just keep that in mind as well. And then everybody's going to be asking, what are the school decisions going to do? Just watch your local school district. I'm sure, Pitt Community College is already watching the storm. I'm sure ECU will be making some decisions regarding classes. But local districts, stay tuned for your local superintendent as a decision we made, I'm sure, sooner rather than later. Yeah, thanks for watching, Teresa, and hello there to you, Kelsey. But okay, let's get you back to your forecast. Hope that answered your question, by the way. I'm sure a lot of you are asking, what about my hometown? What about my hometown? What about my hometown? There's a lot to get through with that too. So overall, Saturday first half of the day is good. I would try to get everything done maybe as early as 12 o'clock and 1 o'clock maybe at the latest, and then be done with all this. You don't want to be driving out there in the afternoon. When we start seeing precipitation fall, roads are going to be a mess. We're starting to get issues with everything, and then later in the day watching again for that sleet and freeze over precipitation. So this is where we're still holding on to this right here, mostly a mix. Warm air starts to sneak in. All right, we did again put your snowfall update. You can kind of see here, this is what we're thinking here. We're most likely going to have to adjust this again tomorrow. So if you see this change again, I don't want you thinking, do not be set on stone on this. We'll hope to have an ice accumulation forecast out later today or tomorrow for definite with that as well. Most of the heavy snow will be well back north of I-95 towards the state line there. While most of that will be sleet, it'll cut down in half on our snowfall totals. Unfortunately, that's the thing about the sleet and ice will cut everything in half and kind of eliminate everything we'll be seeing there. Rainfall, good thing for us because we need it. We have been dry now for months on end regarding everything. All right, forecast highs here. Yeah, we did drop temperatures a little bit here for Sunday. Good thing is we will get above freezing for just the quickest little thing possible with that too. So most of Saturday again looking okay. Later in the afternoon, say post 3, 4, 5 o'clock, that's when you probably need to wrap things up. Saturday night, Sunday morning, all through Sunday, just a wet, icy mess. Staying cold through Monday. We did bump us up a little bit there with those warming trend, but goodness, the 30s are not going to be anywhere anytime soon. Even our overnight lows, a couple nights down to the teens and 20s, so a hard freeze. Unfortunately, if you need to take care of things outdoors, this is the day to do it. Tomorrow we give minus a few showers here or there. Just keep that in mind. So I know a lot of you are watching. We've got over 100 plus of you joining us. We don't normally get this many in the afternoon. Normally you watch those post the show. Eric, good evening from LaGrange. If you have any questions real quick, bounce them on here. We'll get to them, and if not, we'll be back with you tomorrow, maybe this evening. Zach may pop over here tonight with more of an update on what you can expect on the snowfall total and the precipitation and the weekend. I know people are trying to get things done for the weekend. Hope you got everything you need to go to the store. Tomorrow is going to be fine. Even Saturday morning, still looking good. It's just going to be cold. Sunday really is the day to watch out for all the impending forecast. And everybody's trying to make arrangements for whatever you have on your planner. So on that note, do take care. We'll see you back either tonight or tomorrow morning. Jim and Gigi will be joining you back for what's brewing. Jim will have more model data coming in for you regarding snow and ice chances with that too. We're always on our website, WITN.com. Download the First Alert Weather app and much more at the tip of your fingertips. Until then, enjoy your evening and we will talk later. Take care, everybody.